Hello, welcome back. We are going to continue with types of logos. So generally there are about 10 different types of logos, but today we are going to be looking at the 7 major types of logos. These types of logos include, we have Monograms Logo, we have Watermark Logo, we have Pictorial Mark Logo, we have Abstract Logo, we have Mascot Logo, we have Combination Mark Logo, and we have the Emblem Logo. So we are going to look at these types of logo one after the other. All right, now let's get to the first, which is the Monogram Logo. All right, now this is one of the most simplest kind of logo you can actually design. All right, these consist of this type of logos, they actually consist of letters like some sort of acronyms like IBM, all right, CNN, etc. Is mostly used for brands with long names and also with brands who is well known in the market. All right, so for brands that are really common in the market, sometimes they decide to abbreviate the name. So for example, we have IBM, HP, LG, we have Gucci. So as an assignment, please try to get the full meaning of these logos. All right, and same with Tadita Group Institute. I decided to equally use an abbreviation for the name for the logo. All right, TG, or I have revised it to TGI, which is Tadita Group Institute. So that's how a monogram logo looks like. All right, so we are going to move to the next type of logo, which is the Watermark Logo. All right, this is a logo which is really common. All right, this kind of logo carries the full name of the business itself, and it's actually the opposite of monogram logo. So with this logo, is actually being used by companies that have very short names. All right, if you have a business that just have maybe one word, all right, you can actually use just that word for the business logo. All right, and it's going to fit very well. I think a business like Nike would have used a Watermark logo, but they decided to use a symbol, so which is still great. So we have Netflix, we have Coca-Cola, and we have Google. They actually use the names of their businesses as their logo. All right, so we go to the next, which is the Pictorial Mark Logo. A lot of people actually love designing logos like this. All right, so this kind of logo carries what we call icons only. All right, so it does not carry the name of the brand, only icon. All right, so used for brands, any brand. So this logo can actually be used by any organization. All right, it's a very simple and precise logo, and each of these logos, they actually signify something. Once you look at the logo, it should be able to give you a caption. All right, so we have examples like Snapchat, Twitter, we have Apple. All right, so these are other examples of a Pictorial Mark logo. All right, now the next is the Abstract Logo. All right, so this is similar to the Pictorial logo, but instead of a recognizable icon, it carries a geometrical image or shape. All right, it is used for any brand. We have examples like Pepsi, we have Adidas second logo, we equally have Channel. All right, so once you look at this logo, you cannot actually draw anything in relation to the name of the business, to the logo. All right, but it actually makes sense. All right, it actually makes sense. For example, you see Pepsi, you cannot actually draw out the P from it, or Adidas, you cannot actually draw out the A from it, but at least the logo looks somehow great and significant. So these are examples of abstract logos. The next is Mascot Logo. Now, I've noticed over the time I've been teaching graphic design that a lot of people always try to use this Mascot Logo during their designs. All right, and some people always like to combine a lot of these types of logos. You combine many types of logos together to give you a single logo, which is not good and it doesn't look professional. All right, so this has an illustrated character. All right, so this is always in a cartoon form, and it's applicable for popular brands such as KFC. All right, we have KFC, And there are other logos like Michelin. I hope we all know about Michelin tires. That's equal an example of Mascot Logo. Such logo often use their spokespersons, all right, or any other illustrated character to represent the company, all right. So, for example, we have KFC and the rest. The next kind of logo we're looking at it is the combination mark logo. Now, when you are designing your logo, if you have to do a combination, all right, if you have to do a combination, it should be a combination of just Pictorial and watermark logo, all right. So Pictorial and watermark logo, if you have to carry out a combination, don't combine these two with any other kind of logo. So as the name entails or implies, which is the combination of Pictorial logo and the watermark logo, it carries both word and icon, all right. So it's used for any brand as well. We call it have the Burger King, and there are so many other logos out there which actually are similar to the combination logo. Then the last kind of logo which you're looking at is the emblem logo, all right. So this consists of front, inside, the symbol, icon, and a striking feature, all right. So this kind of logo have traditional appearances. So most businesses that use this logo are mostly organizations, all right. Organizations in general, they always try as much as possible to use this logo. For example, universities, we have football academies, all right. If you look at most of the logos used by football teams, professional football teams, they always use this emblem logo, all right. So it is very, very vital when it comes to this kind of businesses, all right. So generally, we have looked at 7 kinds of logo, and each time you want to carry out a design for a client, all right, always try as much as possible to ensure that you are actually designing one of this kind of logo. So don't go and combine 2 or 3 different types of logos and you give to your client. It doesn't look professional. A lot of people make that kind of a mistake, all right. So it doesn't look professional, and you should try as much as possible to do that. So when you are carrying out your design, when you want to design a logo, the first thing you need to do is to go through the different types of logos and see what it can fit. Now, looking at the different types of logos, you first of all look at the business. Now, for businesses that have to do with fashion, for example, we have fashion, a business that sells babies, all right. With a business that sells babies, you can actually go for a mascot logo. A mascot logo will be great because if you have an image of a baby, then it's really going to work for that business. But mind you, when it comes to these mascot logos, with mascot logo, it is very difficult to change the color, all right, of the design. It's very, very difficult. If you look at these designs, for you to change a color, it will be so difficult because it's a combination of 2 or 3 different colors. But for other logos, it is very, very flexible. For example, we have abstract logos. There are some abstract logos which you can actually manipulate with the colors. All right, you see this is pictorial logo. There are some pictorial logos you can manipulate the colors, and of course, watermark logos. These ones are very, very easy because it's just about text. You can easily change one text to another. For example, the Google is simple. With the application we were using to design this logo, you can actually design this Google logo. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've tried as much as possible to picture these different kinds of logo or different types of logos. And so, as a professional, you should be able to picture this in your mind when you are carrying out the design of a client. So at this level now, we are going to get into the practical aspect of it, and we are going to carry out some few designs, and you should be able to identify these logos which we'll be designing and try to give me an understanding, or to tell me what category or which type of logo we are actually designing. So ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this introductory phase of the logo design, and we are getting to the practical aspect of it. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it illustrated a lot, and you're going to go through it over and over again, and it's going to guide you throughout this process. So see you in our next session. Thank you very much.